Hey guys, totally tell it like it is. Happy start to the 98th NFL season tonight on September the 7th. The start of the season begins on 9-7, September the 7th, 9-7. Larry D. Fitzgerald Jr. and Gematria equals 97. It begins on the 97th season. No doubt about it. This coincides with my pick to win Super Bowl 52. The whole grand Jesuit rituals, the number 127, 84, 21, 35, Super Bowl on the 35th day of the year, makes sense for the team in red, resembles College of Cardinals. And I can tell that not many of you know much about Catholicism, or otherwise you will have been able to understand where I'm coming from. And this is the NFL. I call it the no-figure league. You never know who's going to win some years. The NFL, it's the good teams that win 13, 14 games are not supposed to win every single year. And this may be a surprise year like we've seen in past years, like Super Bowl 46 or whatnot. But let me just get rid of the easy picks right away. Because the easy ones are just so obvious that you do not need numerology for. This game is postponed, the Buccaneers-Dolphins, to Week 11, I believe it was. So this game, so fucking obvious. The Patriots are going to win this football game. They're going to start the season 1-0. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to beat the Cleveland Browns. That is another easy one, too. This one is a really easy one as well. The Lions losing their last 4 to 5 games of the season last year. Once they played all the good teams like the Seahawks, the Cowboys, and the Giants, and Lions just proved how garbage they really are. Also, the Lions are the Cardinals' bitch. 7 straight wins for the Cardinals against the Lions. You know, they're called Pittsburgh West. Steelers always beat the Lions. This is a really obvious pick. The Cardinals completely own the Lions. They always beat the Lions. The Detroit Lions players get the drill. Except for Lions fans, every single time they play the Cardinals, they think they're going to win, but they're still stuck in a state of retardation. They don't know who Big Brother is, so that's a really easy call. Bruce Arians going to win his first game as the coach since releasing his new book. He released his book, The Quarterback Whisperer, on July the 11th. The amount of time between July 11th and September the 10th is 62 days. Bruce Arians could be a really, really, really big tribute this year, all done by the numbers, because in Gematria, the practice coding letters and words into numbers. Arians in Gematria equals 62. He would win his 43rd game as the Cardinals head coach. A tribute, no doubt, to the Super Bowl 43 loss, since I'm predicting Cardinals over Steelers. Arians Gematria 62 wins from the release of the book to the first game of the season for the Quarterback Whisperer. Coach quarterbacks like Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Carson Palmer, Kelly Holcomb with Cleveland when he led them to the 2003 playoffs. Drew Stanton had a really nice season in 2014 it was. This guy can definitely coach quarterbacks. Detroit is slumping after last year. Easy pick. Also, this day, September the 10th, is also a very special date. For all of the games, I'm going to use this date to predict the games. September the 10th of 2017 as a date numerology of 56. In Gematria, the practice coding letters and words into numbers. Notice how Society of Jesus is 56. The Jesuits are the Society of Jesus. When you take away the 20 out in front of 2017, this turns into 36. It's interesting how Cardinals in Gematria equals 36. Really easy pick. The Arizona Cardinals should be able to win this game. No doubt about it. All done by the numbers. You do notice that July the 11th of 2017 has a date numerology of 55. Chandler Jones, number 55, used to play for the Patriots, misses out on last year, but wins this year at Minneapolis. Minneapolis and gematria equals 55. Easy pick. Also, the Falcons, I believe, are going to be a really easy pick. The Baltimore Ravens will beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Flacco in his rigged and scripted return, his 139th game. Freemasonry and gematria equals 139. Freemasons worship government and authority. Washington, D.C., where the Freemasons run this corrupt government. The United States run like a corporation. Washington, D.C. and gematria equals 56. So that gematria of 56 and the date numerology of 56. Redskins, going to be an easy pick against the Eagles. The Redskins will win this game. They're from Washington, D.C. The date numerology lining up perfectly. Colts and the Rams. I have the Colts winning this game. Chuck Pagano. Chuck Pagano. 34 losses. 52 wins as the Colts head coach. 81 is a very special number. This would be his 81st regular season game with the Indianapolis Colts. The star defensive tackle of the St. Louis Rams is out, Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald out. I'd expect Frank Gore to have a really big game. I like the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts will be absolutely fucked if they lose this game against the Rams. They would start the season 0-2 after losing to the Arizona Cardinals next weekend. And David Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, and Patrick Peterson, and all these guys. And even Palmer was really great last year with the really banged up offensive line. And just weird things happen in special teams. Just not many people know what was going on with the Arizona Cardinals last year. And quite frankly, that's because a lot of people don't know jack shit about football. But Joe Flacco and the Ravens are going to win. He's going to win his 84th game. Remember, Jeshua and gematria equals 84. They are the Society of Jesus. Date numerology of 56. Society of Jesus 56. Ravens, easy pick. Carolina Panthers are going to win the game against the 49ers. That is another really easy pick. Society of Jesus 56. Date numerology 56. 54, another big number to the Jesuits, winning his 54th game with the Panthers as the head coach. In gematria, the practice of coin letters and words into numbers. Jesuit order in gematria equals 54. Ron Rivera and the Panthers going to be able to get a win against the 49ers. Seattle Seahawks are going to lose this game at Lambeau. Another easy pick. Aaron Rodgers is going to win this football game. He enters the game with 49 losses. Do not forget about the NFC Championship game against the Seattle Seahawks. The Packers should have won that game, but it was completely rigged and scripted by the numbers so they can set up a Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl. This is going to be a tribute to Super Bowl 49. He enters this game with 49 losses. I expect him to remain at 49 losses after winning against the Seahawks. It's going to be a payback tribute to Super Bowl 49. Really easy pick, all done by the numbers. Monday Night Football, Broncos and Chargers. The Broncos in gematria equals 119. This also can be written out as November the 9th. Or in other words, you could interpret this as the 11th day of the 9th month. The Broncos are playing on 9/11. September the 11th. The 11th day of the 9th month. I'm liking the Denver Broncos to win this Monday Night Football game. The New Orleans Saints I have beating the Minnesota Vikings Remember, in gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers, Jesuit order in gematria goes 144. Entering the game against the NFC, 144 wins, 144 games against the NFC, 85 victories. The Vikings, let's see. What was I wanting to get with this? Interesting, at home he's got 71 wins and 46 losses. Catholic and Vatican City all equal 46. But I have the Saints winning this game. This 103 is very special to Billy Goat. Remember, Cubs ended a 71-year Billy Goat drought. The Cardinals originally from Chicago. I'm predicting the end of a 71-year title drought. And I like the Saints to go really deep this year. I like New Orleans. It'd be a fool to go against Adrian Peterson in this football game. Adrian Peterson makes the Saints a more dynamic football team. Jaguars and the Texans. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars to win this game. The Texans, I believe, have a really shitty quarterback situation. Actually, let me start with the Raiders game. You know, he's got 84 total losses as a head coach. Remember that Jesuit and gematria equals 54, date numerology 56, Society of Jesus 56, 88th win, another big number. I'm liking the Oakland Raiders to defeat the Tennessee Titans. Raiders will defeat Tennessee. Todd Bowles and the Jets will lose, and Todd Bowles' 33rd game as a head coach, 33, number of sacrifice. Not looking good for the New York Jets. It's looking better for the Buffalo Bills and Tyrod Taylor. You know, Washington D.C. equals 56, they numerology 56. They win this game. No Ezekiel Elliott, New York Giants. I'm liking New York Giants all the way in this game. Giants are going to win. I didn't compile much numbers for that game, but I guarantee you that the Giants are going to reach the playoffs versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys will probably miss the playoffs. Because the Cowboys are bipolar. 12-4 and what was it, 2014? They end up missing the playoffs next year. Yeah, you get it, the Cowboys are still young and they won't be there quite yet. Going back to this game, the Jaguars and the Texans. Bill O'Brien. See, that's 27, that's 28 wins, that's 23 losses. And just interesting that Jaguars and gematria equals 23. He enters the game as 23 losses as a head coach. Sometimes these numbers are set up to where it matches with the schedule. I believe I had Blake Bortles in there somewhere. So, 11 wins. I wonder what number Tom Savage wears. I believe he had a double-digit number while he was with Pittsburgh. Alright, dipshit Savage. I know you're rubbish. Pittsburgh is garbage. Pittsburgh Panthers football program. 35 losses entering this game. I'm liking his 36 loss. I just have a gut feeling this game's going to be an upset. I just like to see his record against Jacksonville. His record against Houston. Excuse me. 0-6 against the Houston Texans. Doesn't Blake Bortles wear number 7? Okay, where's number 5? I like the fact that he has 69 touchdowns. Houston and gematria equals 51, or Houston Texans equals 51. 35 touchdowns 69 career touchdowns. The Jags should order equals 69. Very special number. I have no doubt that Blake Bortles will be able to win this game. 13 days after his birthday. Lucky number 13. 25 years old. Pope equals 25. I'm liking the Jaguars to defeat the Houston Texans. All brought to you by the numbers. No doubt about it. The Jags and Gematria equals 25 and Pope equals 25 and, Bishop of Rome also equals 69. That is the Pope, and the number 56, the date numerology of 56 is all a special tribute to the Society of Jesus, and it is the gang out there that rigs this league by the numbers. The Pope blessing Tom Brady before the Super Bowl, as Zach Hubbard said in one of his videos. Covered all these ones. This game is postponed. So these are all my picks. Leave your comments below. Which pick do you like the most? Which one do you doubt the most? I'll answer that question. The lowest one, my confidence scale, is the Colts one, but I just have a gut feeling with that. And the Houston game, I have no doubt that quarterback situation may determine that game. This is a no-figure league. It's a whole different season. This is how the NFL is, and you just don't pick games based on who was great the year before, unless you're the Patriots or Steelers right now, which are the only teams that are looking really great.